Hey, November 16th, coming right at you. And we're doing this old cabin. Now, the other day I showed you this end. So now we'll switch around and show you that end. I got one more board or so to put up over there. But for the most part, the boards are in. I got, like I said, one more to go over here. Right up in there. To go overhang outside. Then I got to put on all my little scarf boards. And I'm finding a couple things out here while I'm doing this. But I got a quick fix for it. Well, not a quick, but a lasting fix for it. The boards, as they dry out, they tend to warp a little bit, right? And I'm trying to screw them into these boards, which is not working out real well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my scarf boards in. Whack, 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 whack. And then on the underside, as close as I can get it, up to the other boards, I'm going to put a strip. It's kind of like a scarf board. I'll do two 8-footers in here. 8-foot this way and 8-foot this way because it'll be 6 inches on the outside. There's only a foot there, so I'm not really worried about that end board. Or I can put like a small one on the inside. Doesn't make a difference. Does not make a difference. But I'm going to lay that on top of those scarf boards on the underside. And I'm going to screw it in. Doop, 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 doop. Right on top of them scarf boards, right? So, and the scarf boards sunk down onto the main boards. So I'm going to put the scarf board in, and then I'm going to take and go from the back side on the upper side. I'm going to go drill down and put a screw in that little strip board. Kind of level them all out so they don't warp so much on the top. And then after I get that done, then I'll snap a string line and zip that off. And afterwards, after I get that done, I'm going to square up both edges real quick, just to get them the right length. We're going to look halfway damn decent, not no stupid idiot like me building a damn cabin. Ha! So, I cut a log today, got 6 out of it. I've got a log underway down that way, and I'm going to get 5 out of that. And that 5 is going to give me, a dozen or so scarf boards. So that means I'm going to have to do another log, which is nothing. I'll come up here tomorrow and do it. I've had too much fun today. Because that was a big log that I put up there. I put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to come clean on over to here. And I figured it was going to be 7 or 8 to finish it off. But for the most part, it's done. Tonight's not supposed to rain, so I'm going to leave my tarp hanging down there. Because I just untied it from that side and it just blew over. I did a little bit of hunting earlier today for about, an hour. And I was sitting in my chair on top of one of my corn piles, waiting for something to kind of walk down so I could get a shot at it. And it's rather windy out here today. And I had the tops of 2 trees trying to come down on my silly ass. I'm in the damn forest when it's windy. Stupid. They were dead trees, and I was kind of camped out right next to them, and it was kind of like, well, that wasn't the smartest idea in the world. I didn't ever say I was the sharpest pencil in the toolbox, or the sharpest chisel in the school bag, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm not the brightest bowling ball out in the bowling alley, or I'm not the sharpest rock in the box. But in the creek, I'm pretty sharp. I'm rounded. Well rounded. So anyways, we're keeping it going on the homestead here. And this old cabin, and look, check it out. Okay, I got the little back door closed. We're closing up this door. And it is up. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's awfully dark in here. So I'm going to have to put the window over there. And the window over here. And depending on how much I get into being silly and stupid, I could make right here, I could make a dormer, like a little short dormer, and put a small window in here. And I could do it on the other side too, just to, let some light in. I mean, I'd have to box it up rather well, but it would match. And I have to put some rubber around it so it doesn't leak on the inside, but hey, this is me. I can make it leak whenever I want. Because it's not going to leak when I put that spray foam in. So, I am going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Since I'm already underway with the scarf boards. I only got too many in there, but I could put down some like what do you want to say it? Roll of tar paper. I can put some tar paper down here and then put the scarfy boards on top or whatever. But I'm going to do it this way. It'll cost me the same amount in tar paper as it does in a few cans of spray foam. I mean, spray foam goes quite a long way. As I can get 3, 4, maybe 5 boards out of a can. I'll just get a case. And then if I have any extra left, take it down and use it at the house. There you go. Stinking with my big head. But, now I showed you guys how I was making boards, right? I've got the start on 2 boards down there out of a log. I'm going to get 3 more out of it. I've just got the lines made up for, I've got the middle line and then 2 next to it, and I'm going to probably get another one next to that one. And maybe, just looking at it, maybe another one. It won't be all that wide, but another one. Then on the other side, I get 1, 2. So, and then I'll run out of real estate. So, anyways. Now I decided, okay, if nobody really knows when you have something that's closed up kind of like this. It's got holes everywhere, but it's rather shady. It's rather chilly in here compared to outside. But right now, I've got a fire in the fireplace, and I can feel heat 5 feet away from it. This thing is going to do wonders in here. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. It's gonna do good. Once I get all this closed up and everything, oh yeah, it's gonna do wonders in here. And then what I'm gonna do is, since the caprock gets hot, on top of the caprock, I'm going to buy a couple of heater fans. Okay, they don't use electricity. It's just pure heat that runs them. And what it'll do is they'll rotate and blow the heat out into here, make it a little nicer, so I don't have to have such a hot fire. Just messing around today. I think I came up with a caprock for the chimney. And I have to put that on first before I put on this next board. Or I could put on the next board and then put the rock in there and get her all mudded up tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be about the same. It's going to be about 60 degrees. After that, we're looking at some temperatures kind of fallen a little bit. It'll still be in the 60s, 50s. But, yeah. We'll be all right. Anyway, open the light hole back up. Otherwise known as a door. Now, a little bit more light in here. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. I mean, it looks like a cabin now. I got to take the big log there's a big log down there. It's 16 inches. It's part of these that I'm cutting right now. But it's like the second part where I can get 8 or 9 boards out of it. That's going to go on there. And I'm going to bring it out. And on some of these boards that are 8-footers down there, instead of making scarf boards, I'm going to take 2 or 3 of them, set them aside so I can make a table. And we'll do what I did over here. We'll put some 1-inch pegs, right? So over here we'll just drill in some 1-inch pegs, and I'll put probably 4 or 5 of them underneath an 8-inch table. On the bottom side of them, I'll scarf some little boards so it doesn't really shift. But yeah, gonna get that going after the roof is done. I can build that real quick and still do the chinking on the inside. And sometime this next week, I'm going to go get a bag or 2 of moss and start chinking in the bottom of the roof around. Well, I'll stuff some chinking in here, right? But I got to chink up and around here and probably around in here, up there. I'm going to have some chinking, some moss, to where I can put a plug in there, up there, so it will hold the heat. And in the summertime, I take the plug out, and it'll keep it cooler in here. But on this side here, since I know I'm not going to bring up the chimney all the way, I got to cut a board to go in here before I put on the outside board. Put a board in here, and screw it down. That way it's like this before I cover it up. And so I can chink the inside of this too. And I have to do all that and all that. All this chinking that I put in the wall, since I changed my mind on how I'm chinking this thing, all that's coming out and going to go up on the roof. All that stuff that's on the floor and over by the chimney, that's all coming out. Going to go on the roof. So I should have pretty much everything I need for the roof. And then once I get the scarf boards on, spray foam any little hole that I've got where I missed something or whatever, I'll put some spray foam in it. So I should be able to tighten this up pretty good. And then once I get all the scarf boards, because they're going to go up all the way to those boards there. But then when I put the other board up on top of there and screw all these, it should make a pretty nice fit. Now there's going to be some la-di-da in there, but what I'll do is I'll shoot spray foam up in there. So, get that all done up. But for the most part, this is almost done. Got a little bit more to do on the roof, like I said. I got the chinking to do, and I got to put that rock on the chimney. And we'll get to that. The rock will come before the next snow flies. The chinking will happen when the snow flies. Because once I get the roof on and I start chinking the top, right? Where just the top part over here and over there. Once I get it to the roof level and start coming down, it will progressively get warmer in here. And the more chinking I get done, the warmer it will get in here. I just hope I get it done by end of November. That's what we're shooting for. And then this thing will be lock, stock, and barrel. And the only thing I got to do is chink the outside. That'll come in, unless we get some really fair weather in December. I can come up here and mix up a bunch of chinking and go to chinking that. But the hardest part is I'm going to do the hard parts first, which is underneath that bed. And because that's going to have to be done with maybe a little flashlight work, maybe. Just get it all done up underneath there, bring it all out. That way I can do the rest of it. And then afterwards, because I know it's going to be a mess in here, after I chink it all, then what I'll do is go over all the logs with a damp rag and wipe off as much mud as I can that's on the logs, but I'm going to leave the chinking there. Plus, that'll help wipe down the walls so there's not a shit ton of dust in here. Because right now there's dust, there's sawdust, there's all kinds of stuff on these logs. And once I get it all socked in and done up right, no bugs, hopefully. Now they'll come around the doors or whatever, but as long as when I start a fire in here and want to sleep or something, it's not raining spiders on me. That I don't want. So there's crickets in here anyways, but most of them will live under the floor, but I don't care. Every once in a while we'll see a spider or something, we'll kill it. But I just don't want someone to walk in here and have spider webs everywhere and walking through them. Because then there will be some dead spiders in here because I'll find them. You damn straight. So, but for the most part, I got the roof done. For the most part. So, it's whatever. But anyways, this be me. In good old West Virginia, West by God, Virginia. Where the hills have eyes. See? They got eyes. Big eyes. So, anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to fart around. I got to get the four-wheeler started down there. The battery died on it, so I got a jump box with me. Get it started up and see if I can keep it running all the way down. If not, bring the truck up here tonight and have her drive it, have Mary drive it down, and I'll be on the back. She towed me out of here. And then I'll take it down and figure out about getting a new battery. I got one for it the other day. It's too damn small, so I'm going to have to buy another battery. Take that one back to the parts place and turn it in and get a newer one. I'm thinking about getting one of them big batteries, just make a battery box for it, and it never will die. So I think there's a problem with the charging. We'll figure that out. So anyways, this be me. That's me. Right there. That's me. So, anyways, y'all have a good day. Be kind to each other. And don't forget. Shit, I forgot. So anyways, see ya.